Who am I interviewing with again?
Woo! What's up, brother?
What's up? Golly.
You go get a damn job.
Yeah.
Put this finger inside. You know where you put this finger.
What?
Every day is the same. I'm done.
Not willing to try to...
I am trying. I have tried so many times.
Because I want you.
Don't just give up and say this ain't gonna work without trying. Where's the effort?
I want to whip that motherfucking bitch ass right now.
Jasmine really like jealous person. It was an innocent hug, you know? I mean, come on. I do not find Gina attractive. No offense.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they
I regret nothing. I have done it exactly the same that I did. I'm glad that I threw it just to piss him off and ruin his night. Same as he ruined mine. An eye for an eye, baby.
What did I do?
Hey guys, yesterday we gained 500 subscribers. Thank you to everybody that subscribed. You get a gold star. To everybody that didn't, you get nothing. Welcome back to 90 Day Fiance, the last resort between the sheets, and we're just gonna jump to episode 5 because I'm not covering episode 1 through 4. That's just a lot of work, and no thank you. Anyways, we're starting off with Jasmine, and I already said this in the previous video. She was the one to write it down on paper that she wanted the third person in their relationship because she just didn't know how else to bring it up. Sophie, though, figured out pretty quickly that it was Jasmine that wrote it.
Oh, Jasmine probably wrote the open marriage thing. Like, you know how we had to write the questions ourselves? Yeah. I think Jasmine was the one that wrote open marriage, because who else would have wrote that?
The guys are like, damn, we love Gino, but it makes sense that Jasmine wants to fuck another dude.
Damn.
Aw, poor Gino. Nobody's on your side.
That's what you fucking get, bitch.
Moving on to Rob and Sophie. She was too embarrassed to dominate Rob, so the sex therapist had to come in and be like, blindfold him. Now put a sock in his mouth. Now tie him up. Like, imagine Rob thinking, how am I supposed to get dominated when the dominator is getting dominated?
That shit don't make no kind of sense.
Also, Sophie and Julia are watching the scene where she puts a sock in his mouth and they're just making fun of him.
Make me laugh. Look, he's chewing on it.
Rob, are you enjoying it? Can we get a or a
Rob watched the scene and he's like, man, she didn't even like it. It felt like she was doing homework and that made me very sad.
I don't give a damn. Not even a little bit.
Damn, girl.
Honestly, the way that she was smacking him looks more like an ass whooping than anything else.
Fuck, you want some more? You want some more?
She said that they haven't banged in forever, and Rob really thought that they were going to do it right after this. And she was like, hell no. But instead, she just cuddled him.
I gave him a cuddle. You're such a good mom.
Oh, God. Moving on to Jasmine and Gino. Josh is watching, and he's like, damn, Gino kind of sucks.
I feel like Gino's failing on this one right now. Felt like she was like really actually trying. All he had to do was just put a little bit of effort into it.
Brandon's like, I'm back and forth because it's so hard to be on someone's side when they're always yelling and freaking out. But just fuck her, Gino. So my comments were filled with so many people thinking that Gino was gay. And you know what? I can see that.
I am not gay. I'm straight. I like women.
Nigga, you gay.
But the therapist is like, nah, he ain't gay.
He may be suffering from psychological impotence, which is basically when you are having emotional difficulties with your partner, it can be really hard to get aroused and get or maintain an erection.
Then they get to the porn scene and Gino just straight up lies.
I watch porn probably less than most guys.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
Okay, so don't call me a porn addict. Maybe a couple times in a week.
Really, nigga?
Do y'all believe that shit? No, that's what I thought. He said that his relationship is shit, which is why he uses porn. So in the video, after she yells at him to go masturbate, he leaves, and then she admitted that he actually left and masturbated. How are you in the mood right after the argument? Nah, he's for real crazy for that.
Disgusting!
But what's even crazier is how Jasmine found out.
I found some tissues in the basket, in the trash can, with sticky material.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, but what prompted you to go look in the trash and then investigate even more for you to find out that it was sticky? It's just gross.
That is disgusting. Ew.
Next, we see a bonus footage of Julia basically telling Rob how she doesn't really see her and Brandon as a couple, but instead as friends.
We can easily to have fun. Yeah. No problem. But we doesn't have romantic. We don't see each other like wife and husband anymore.
Yeah.
We or you? Because he's trying to have a baby with you. Just be honest, you don't like him. She's like, we don't even have romance and desire. And Brandon's just watching and he's like, well, we gotta have sex first. Like, no, Brandon, you need to put her in the mood first. Then she's like, I want him to pull my hair and slap me. And Rob is like, oh, you want him to take charge? And she's like, yeah. And now Brandon is mad that she's telling Rob and not him.
Sounds like she wants to be dominated in a bit, you know what I mean? Like she wants you to throw her around a little bit. Toss her on the bed, rip her panties off.
Yeah, I mean, I'm so down.
Are you though?
Nope.
Then he's like, well, we need to have sex first before we can do any of that. But no. Like, has he ever built up that desire and that want that actually gets you in the mood for hot sex? Plus, I don't really feel like he can dominate her. He's like the type to pull her hair and then apologize for it. Moving on, now Gino gets a bonus scene, but it's with Jasmine leaving him. Apparently, it happened the day after he rejected her.
The way he rejected me, the way he made me feel that night, it's something that I've been dealing with for so long in this marriage. And I said, you know what? Enough is enough.
Finally!
So, as she's grabbing all of her stuff, he's like,
Not willing to try.
what? You did not just say that. You wiggled your way out of her touch the night before, and now you're saying that?
Didn't want her to leave and go, you know. We gotta try to work this stuff out. That's why we came to therapy. Don't just give up. Where's the effort?
Is this rage bait? Because I feel like this might be rage bait. And they almost got me, but no. This is not how a normal person reacts or acts. Oh my gosh. Brandon then tells us that they could hear them fighting and Jasmine screaming all night long.
That's terrible. Screaming for the wrong reasons, too. At least you weren't above my room. It'd be a different type of scream.
Oh, okay.
Shut up!
What'd I do?
Anyways, she wanted to go back to Panama and the therapist was like, hold up, let's do therapy instead. So she tells the therapist that he has a porn addiction and he scrunches his face and is like, no, I don't agree with that. But his bestie Florian calls him out. He's like, Gino told me in the van that he has a stash of pills. And I'm like, what? Are you sick? And he's like, no, it's just Viagra.
She told me I take Viagra, I watch porn just to pleasure myself. I thought, what the I'm Jesus
That's
Lord,
a little weird.
That is insane. Like, that is so insane. He literally planned to masturbate the whole entire time they're at this retreat. Lock this guy up.
Lock that bitch up.
Anyways, back to therapy. They decide to work it out and try again. But more like Jasmine's gonna try again while Gino does the bare minimum.
You suck!
Gino looks good there. I know love is blind. Whatever.
Really? Okay. Honestly, she needs to go ahead and get some LASIK. Now, for another bonus footage, Natalie and Stacy are talking in the van and Sophie's watching. Natalie said that she didn't like it that Sophie went around and told everyone that Josh invited her to Vegas. And Sophie's like, what? I did not.
Oh my god, I did not go around telling everyone that. I told you and Jasmine, and then Jasmine snitched.
Sophie, why are you lying? You did tell everyone.
Inviting me to like Vegas.
No way.
Now I need alcohol.
Oh, so you know you guys talk to each other?
Yes.
And he messaged you first?
Anyways, Natalie's like, I just want her to stop flirting with Josh. And Sophie's like, oh my gosh, she's acting like I flirt with everyone.
She's acting like I went around telling everyone, hey guys, I'm with Josh. Like, it shows Natalie's apology wasn't sincere because she's on her way to say sorry to me whilst talking about me in the van.
Don't act shocked.
Ari and Benny. To be honest, I didn't really pay that much attention to their scenes because it was boring. But one thing was very clear. They are not a match. Even when they had a pretty decent date, it just looked like friends hanging out.
You know, it's like watching Tigger and Eeyore try to have a relationship. It's just, it doesn't work. You know, he's bouncing all over the place. She's just, well, nobody loves me. Nobody cares. And it's like...
That is so mean and so funny because it's so accurate. 10 out of 10, Josh. Now for some bonus scenes. Jasmine's ass is hard and does not move.
It doesn't move because it's fake.
She said that it cost $10,000, but $10,000 for a botched ass and you have no regrets? Wild.
And I don't regret it.
Are you sure? Then they move on to them talking about Natalie. And Sophie's like, it had nothing to do with Jasmine, yet she kept acting like the main character. Then Natalie comes in.
You know, after what Natalie did, we were like, oh gosh, the fun is over. You know, the tension immediately. And I was feeling just like totally off.
And remember when they were like, let's move the glasses and hide the scissors? Well, Julia said that Natalie started going off on the producers. Like, who are you? Why are you treating me like this? You think I'm crazy? Like, is that a trick question? You're not even yelling at the right people. Yell at the girls, not the producers. Anyways, she does her apology and Jasmine starts mocking her.
I'm sorry. I was bullied and I didn't mean it. I'm so sorry. I don't want to feel apart. I'm so sorry.
But then it shows Sophie going off on Natalie for her talking shit about her. And Natalie's like, oh, so everyone can call me crazy. But once I start talking shit about them, then I'm the bad guy. Which I had to say was kind of true because she does have a point. But some of the things that she said about Sophie was like a lie because, yeah, they called you crazy, but that's the truth. You are crazy. Sophie being a hooker, though, I don't really think that's true.
Wait a damn minute.
But then she does have an OnlyFans. So, yeah, I guess that is true. Yeah.
No, my bad. I'm sorry.
Moving on, they're now playing a game called Never Have I Ever. So basically, they read the card. If they have done what the card said, then they eat a spicy wing. I only found two of these interesting. The first one was with Brandon and Josh. Their question was, did you ever send a nude photo? And Brandon was like, yeah.
I sent my penis and then like a heart and then like you. So I made like an eye with my penis.
That is such a Brandon thing to do. I don't know how to explain it, but it makes sense that he would be the type of person to do that. Yeah. Now, the other one was, have you ever had sex for money? Jasmine has to think about it, but then she admits that she and Gino role played, and Gino wanted to be the prostitute.
No, and I paid him. That like turned him on. That turned him on? I made Gino my bitch. Yeah. It wasn't that much. It was like, you know, $20. $20.
Oh, Gino, you're kind of cheap, aren't you? Okay, now for the bar fight. Josh admits that throughout the trip, Florian was trying to get Gino drunk. But remember, you guys, Gino is a grown man. Then, Brennan said that they did have a great time before the fun police came, which is crazy because this is the second time that he said this now. And I'm like, bro, weren't you literally the fun police when y'all went out clubbing? You took Julia off the bar table and said that it's because her was showing, which, by the way, Julia confirmed in a previous episode that it wasn't her showing, it was her underwear. Y'all, he's been deprived of sex for so long that he can no longer tell the difference. Anyways, they showed the hug scene and Jasmine's acting surprised like she wasn't physically there to see it.
Jasmine really like jealous person. It was an innocent hug, you know? I mean, come on. I do not find Gina attractive. No offense.
Girl, nobody does.
Clap if you find it offensive. Clap.
So, Jasmine's blaming Florian for Gino's actions, and the therapist is like, what the fuck? Why is she doing that?
I don't think it was his fault. I can see Jasmine needed an outlet. And in this moment, she saw Florian there. She needed to blame someone for her husband's behavior.
Natalie's watching, and she's like, oh, they judged me for tipping a glass and it fell and broke, yet they're throwing them and that's fine? Hypocritical if you ask me. So then we see Stacy yelling at him to get away, and Jasmine said that she regrets nothing and will do it again. And she didn't even know that it was Florian's drink that she threw, but still, she would do it again.
I'm glad that I threw it, just to piss him off and ruin his night. Same as he ruined mine. An eye for an eye, baby.
What eye? What did he do? How did he ruin your night? Honestly, she sounds crazy, and the fact that she doesn't regret it is sad. Just admit that you're wrong. Like, what are you doing? Anyways, that's the end of the episode, and that's the end of this video. But wait, I gotta give a super thanks to 11 super thanks. The first one is Matt Be Chillin'. Thank you, Matt. You're not my scrapbook again and again and again and again. Next is Brie, Myself, and I. Thank you. You're not my scrapbook again. Dikika, thank you. You also my scrapbook again. FC Styles, thank you. You also my scrapbook again. Sarah B, thank you, Sarah. You're now my scrapbook. Ali Katz Lopez, thank you. You're now my scrapbook. The Koya, thank you. You're now my scrapbook. Shari Pazaik, thank you, Shari. You also my scrapbook again. Kimberly McDaniel, thank you. You're not my scrapbook again. Trashy Reality Show Junkie, thank you. You're not my scrapbook. And last but definitely not least, to my biggest donation yet, Ben. Thank you, Ben. I hope you and your pup Abby are doing amazing. And of course, thank you. You're not my scrapbook. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave your thoughts in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.